all amigos and possible amigas, my name is Staffrey16. Welcome back to another reaction video, and welcome to my 7th reaction to Robot Wars. This will be the last reaction to Robot Wars of the year. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing Christmas month in December, where I'm doing only Christmas-themed videos, so all the monthly series will be paused for that month. So the next episode of this, after today, will be in January. But it is time for Heat G, so let's see how this progresses today. Alright, let's see how much coke Craig is on today. My guess is a whole lot of coke.
In the Carnage so far, reigning champs Chaos 2 into the semi-finals, tossing and turning. The Pussycat crept in too, smashing and bashing.
Whoa, whoa.
Then the Firestorm, all cut and thrust. Stake 2 called time on Kronos, and reappointed Mortis. And Tornado was too stormy for those Gemini twins. What's in the stars for today's intrepid battlers on
Tornado's good, man. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who thought a doodle bug was an addiction to drawing, Craig Charles.
Now, take my mother. I love her, because she's a full-on scouser. In fact, she was the only woman ever to get nicked for shoplifting on Supermarket Sweep. But that doesn't mean that we don't fight. And it's the same with my wife. Vicky didn't marry us, we had to find a referee. But the point is, fighting's not always about hatred. And here on Robot Wars, all our competing robots are part of one big, happy family. Exactly. It's going to be carnage. Let's find out who's feuding for the bruising this week.
On today's card, Craig, old friends like the Dark Destroyer 2, the number 29 seeds Dreadnought XP1 in their 4th Wars, and newcomers Warhog, but in the first battle, the number 13 seeds against veterans Thermidor 2, and the new boys, Chronic the Wedgehog.
It's
Chronic the Wedgehog.
The contenders. Here we have Chronic the Wedgehog.
Oh my god.
We've got Sinclair C5 motors in there, which are quite powerful compared to other Roboteers, so that should give you a bit.
Sorry, side story real quick, I'm sorry. So, Gravedigger popped me because there's a thing in America called Monster Jam, which is probably the most redneck thing you could possibly watch. It's just monster truck rallies and like monster truck demolition stuff like. Well, actually not demolition, but like they're monster truck competing. And the most popular one, especially in the early 2000s, is called Gravedigger. I don't know if it still races. I haven't followed it since I was a kid, but. Just fun fact there. That is literally the most redneck thing you can possibly watch in the US is Monster Jam.
The speed. We're a bit worried about the polycarbonate casing because it's flexible and should be easily pierced. Beware, guys.
Sonic the Wedge.
Flipper, pneumatic flipper,
sorry, what is it?
axes at the back.
Chronic the Wedgehog.
And flower pots. Why?
Well, as we built it in a greenhouse, so we thought we'd use flower pots on top.
For the spirit of
keep with the image.
Yeah.
This guy's going out
good,
first,
guys.
bro.
Ooh, a lobster. Thermidor too. I hate lobster Thermidor.
Whoa.
Wheels from a mini Metro, I believe. They got to go back?
No.
And what happened when you let this loose in your house? I hear it got a bit out of control.
It did. We were testing the controls out in the kitchen. Probably not the best place to try it in hindsight.
No.
It got away from us, put a really large dent in the radiator. So a little job for me later.
More work.
I know.
But it says safe on there. How could that happen when it's labeled safe?
And the Gravedigger.
Let's go.
We've seen them in the last wars. They are back. This is a really phenomenal robot. Now, this arm here exerts 2 tons of pressure.
Imagine just breaks
from the
when she
base,
touches it.
which is 2 heavy cars, 2 escorts. And it's not actually just the pressure of the arm. That's the important thing, is it's the speed.
Oh.
Now, you've had to make a change in the last 2 days because the speed of the arm was so great.
That's right. We operated the weapon, and it was on a full gas charge, and the arm moved so fast that it actually bent under its own weight.
Oh, shit.
So it hit something and carried on sort of bending round the obstacle.
That's right, yes. It bent from here, and the top half of the arm bent over.
And you can see the OXO tin here. All the main circuitry in that robot is in that little OXO tin.
Wow.
Time to unleash the dogs of war. And boy, are they rabid. Hey, 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 let the wars begin!
You guys say rabid like raven? You say rabid. Listen, Chronic the Wedgehog's an incredible name. That fucker's going out
first.
first.
Pneumatic flipper and Spike provide the weapons. It has that polycarbonate shell, a top speed of 10 miles an hour. It's not Sonic, but Chronic is not moronic, so beware.
Bars.
Hi, my name is Dave Blank from Team Chronic. This is our robot, Chronic the Wedgehog. It's powered by 2 Sinclair C5 motors. It has a pneumatic front flipper and a pneumatic spike on the back, which fires out about that far. Hopefully we should do some damage there.
It is big.
From Norwich, the number 13 seed, Gravedigger.
Reached the semi-finals of the last wars. It has an aluminium-plated shell. It's driven by 2 750-watt, 1-horsepower motors. It has a hydraulic ramming arm capable of sinking any opponent 6 feet under. Many a robot here met the grisly grin of the Gravedigger last time around. Manic Mutant and then Mortis surprisingly put in the pit. Next up was the Dark Destroyer. But in the series semi-finals, Stegosaurus proved too good for Gravedigger.
I'm Dave, Gravedigger team. This is Jonathan, our team captain. This is Owen, he's the artist and weapons.
Bro, Owen looks like he's about to fight somebody.
Gravedigger, you can see it's a wedge-shaped robot. It works off a 2-ton hydraulic ram working an arm. Then the arm's worked off a CO2 gas cylinder. The main drive is 2 electric motors, and they drive 2 go-kart wheels.
Wow.
From Norwich,
That thing's awesome.
Thermidor 2.
Got broiled in the last wars when the claws couldn't get to grips. The shell's aluminium power comes from 2 750-watt industrial electric motors, but I fear this might just become a prawn in the game for the more powerful. Last time around, they won their first battle against Blunderstorm fairly easily.
Blunderstorm?
But then when matched with Scutter's Revenge, didn't have enough power and ended up in the pit.
Oof.
Hi, we're Team Lobster. My name's David. This is Ian. This is Eli. This is our robot Thermidor 2.
Ian and Eli, look, they don't want to be here.
Powerful claws, powerful flipper. And this war, we're going to win.
Roboteers, stand by.
Alright, again, Chronic the Wedgehog's an incredible
Chronic
name.
the Wedgehog, father and son, John.
But that
Dave
mofo's
Lang,
going
Mike
out
Gardner
first.
in there as well.
That's my bet.
2, David Harding, Ian Harvey, and Eli Kirkpatrick.
Place your bets if you've never seen it
father and
before.
son team, John Chaplin, Dave
If
Chaplin,
you've seen it
Owen
before, I
Ramsey.
guess you can bet, but I mean, you already fucking know, so what the fuck?
And at the moment, the Wedgehog on the attack on the Lobster. Thermidor 2
Oh, yeah.
rose to the occasion. Chronic the Wedgehog, buffeted by Gravedigger, the seeded robot in this eliminator. Seeded 13. And pushing in again on the back of the Wedgehog.
Rock Lobster.
Smashing Thermidor 2 against the arena wall. Lifting underneath Thermidor 2 now is Chronic the Wedgehog with that front flipper. It's pneumatic. Thermidor 2 scuttling away into the deep recesses of the Robot Wars pool to come again. Flipping up on the front of Chronic the Wedgehog. You can see the sparks from the side of the arena, smoke as well. There's the descending pit. You don't want to stay there too
Somebody
long,
do
Chronic.
something.
Gravedigger, classic wedge shape.
Oh, is it dead?
Again, the hydraulic ram operating arm.
It's dead.
Very
That's
dangerous,
it.
Gravedigger. Get off
No,
that arena.
don't move
Flip
it away
up,
from the
Chronic.
pit. It was just sitting there. Oh, it's
Thermidor
back.
backs away.
Why would you move
The
it?
claws ready to close in.
You playing
This is
Blossom?
a good battle, isn't it? Very, very level so far. Good aggression from all 3.
It is very level, yeah.
Here comes Thermidor again, clacking the pincers together. Chronic's been aggressive, but I think Gravedigger has a problem with that weapon. We heard beforehand they had to readjust it, and I don't think the operating arm is operating. Thermidor 2. Oh, one of the claws is gone. Then back and buckled, and now hangs limp, does it?
Oh, Rock Lobster.
On the front of the Thermidor. Chronic the Wedgehog is the surprise here from Seaton in Devon. Powered by the 2 C5 motors.
Whoa!
And Gravedigger's on its side! Gravedigger, the seeded robot, in major, major trouble. Here was Thermidor.
I did not see that coming.
Thermidor 2 got in with the flipper at the front of the Lobster.
Out of nowhere.
Underneath and up and over she goes. Well, Gravedigger could be in a coffin here.
Wow.
And they're digging deep the grave for the digger.
Damn.
In comes Killalot.
Fuck Monster Jam, I guess.
80 kilos. Moving slowly. Only 1.8 meters.
Oh, come on,
a
it's so
second,
unnecessary.
But when he moves slowly. He moves.
McBruh.
Oh,
Oh, he's alive!
Run away. Comes back to life now, it would seem. But
He's alive!
I think it's too late. I think it was immobilised too long. We'll wait and see. It's trundling around the arena floor there, look. But I think the judges will have noted that it was immobilised for too long. We'll wait to hear from Craig, but that was some battle.
Yeah, Gravedigger's gonna lose.
Gravedigger back to the cemetery. Chronic the Wedgehog and Thermidor 2, they go through.
Alright, fair enough.
This is a major upset. What happened? You were on your side. Why didn't you use
What
your
happened,
arms to get yourself out of
skinheads?
it?
Just wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work. Yesterday worked fine. Today, when it was needed, nothing.
We were excited about that arm.
So we, but
He's like, I don't know what to fucking tell you, lady.
all worked
Shit
out.
didn't work, yo.
Just wouldn't work when it was needed.
And you were seeded as well. What number?
Number 13.
Oh, unlucky. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Yes, sir. Never mind. Thermidor 2 and Chronic the
Dreadnought
Wedgehog.
XP1. Warhog's an awesome name.
Dark
Dark
Destroyer 2 and the
Destroyer.
seeded Dreadnought XP1.
Some great
In
names.
the pits for the melee.
Whoa.
The Dreadnought team are back. This time Dreadnought XP1, which stands for...
Experimental prototype number 1.
Looks like something out of
But
Red
this is your
Dwarf.
fourth. You've been here since the beginning.
Yeah, it's changed a bit.
It's changed a bit, but you've got the original chassis.
Yeah.
And you've beefed up the forks a bit.
They're more powerful. Not as
Right.
fast as they were before, but hopefully they'll lift them.
But they're electric, aren't they? So they're never going to be that fast, but
No.
it's a slow, piercing
Got him.
action.
It's fast in reverse.
It's fast in reverse. Here we have the Warhawk team. Hello,
Oh
guys.
my god, look at that thing.
How does this work, then?
Right, okay, this works. If you mind taking the pin out, sir. Yeah, that's it. By spinning around pretty fast, 500 rests per minute. It's a very heavy disc, this, unlike that Hypnodisc thing.
Oh, this thing's either going to be really good or it's going to be terrible.
You know, nothing wrong.
And those little spikes
Alright.
there are going to gouge your
Gouge,
opponents.
one at the bottom.
This mofo's either going to do
and one at
damage
the
or go
top
out
to kill.
first.
That's
I
pretty
guarantee
thick.
you.
I think
That's
that is
pretty
going to
thick,
do
yeah.
some serious damage.
Yeah, right.
Finally, the Dark Destroyer, powered by a Peugeot turbo
What
diesel
is
starter
that?
motor, so it's a seriously powerful robot. Although the weaponry leaves you a little bit short, I think. You described this to me as a waggler.
It is a waggler,
This
yeah.
is the key weapon here, which just waggles brilliantly. They've got two, though, importantly, a few spikes. Basically, this is just going to work as a big battering ram. If any robot comes up the front here, it will hopefully get flipped or shoved into the pits or the house robots.
I don't know about this one. Look at that thing.
Newcomers to the wars, the shell's mild steel plate and aluminium, the motors come from car spare parts, and the spinning wheel weapon inspired by Hypnodisc.
I guess
perhaps.
Dark Destroyer
Rotates
out
so
first.
fast, will this hog the limelight?
I guess.
Hi, I'm the team captain.
This thing's
Of
really
course,
boomer
Colin
bust
there.
here,
This
right
is
there.
Paul Stevenson.
I'll tell you what,
and
though.
Matt Chalmers. And this is Warhog. Warhog's one of the many spinning robots. But this is a
I'll say
spinner
Dark
with a
Destroyer
different-
goes up
it's a
first.
heavy
I wouldn't be
spinner.
surprised if it's this, though.
And it spins at about 500 RPM. The weight is about 30 kilograms. We hope to do well, but we'll see.
From Nuneaton,
Yeah, they don't seem that
Warwickshire,
confident.
the number 29 seed, Dreadnought XP1.
Will it create naught but dread from its lifting fork weapons? Will it go further than the last series when Trident beat this fiberglass protected machine with its wheelchair motors, zero turning circle for dangerously high ground clearance? They have great experience though. Ever presence, they've fought in every series of Robot Wars.
Wow.
Good driving skills and aggression. Ratus, for example, here defeated so easily. But then Trident, too strong in the last series.
Hi, I'm Ken, and this is Dave, my brother-in-law, and this is Faye, his daughter, my niece. And we're the Dreadnought team. This is our robot, Dreadnought. As you can see, it's a sculpted body shell made of fiberglass. It's pretty solid. And these are our main weapons, which are solid steel forks. We're going to skewer and lift the opponents.
From Romsey in Hampshire, Dark Destroyer.
Now, the Wagglers are actually electric motorised, spring-loaded,
Golf Cow with a
high-speed
caddy
axes. There you
motor.
are. The bulldozer scoop and spikes mean this time it may not be all darkness for the Destroyer.
Wood?
Last time around, the weapon was a lawnmower blade, too good for Sergeant Meikle, and then T2. But no self-righting mechanism against Gravedigger. They were looking for revenge.
Oh.
Gravedigger are gone.
Wow, that's a rip.
Hello, my name's Rob Dark, team captain of Team Dark Destroyer. This is my son Chris, the driver of the robot, and George, who's head of logistics. This is our robot. Its main weapons are fast-moving axes, sprung-loaded to chop and slice. It's got a ramming front, a bulldozer front with sharp spikes for doing carnage. It's also got spikes on the side for glancing blows.
I'm just not sold on it.
There's a leading edge off the back, so we can reverse under the robots
I'll
and
just see
hopefully
it.
tip them up.
I don't know.
Roboteers, stand by.
Alright, place your bets.
There's the Warhog team from Hull, Colin Hare, work colleagues Paul Stevenson and Mark Chalmers, Dreadnought, the family team from Nuneaton, and Dark Destroyer, Rob Dark's son Chris and George Murrell, the friend.
3, 2, 1.
George Murrell also described as the strong man of the team. Dark Destroyer backing
Oh,
onto
Lord.
Dreadnought. Here comes the spinning Warhog. That
You
great
do be spinning,
spinning
though.
blade. Meanwhile, the Dark Destroyer backing on to Dreadnought.
She's just gonna slap
They
him.
spin together. There's the Wagglers. Well, we thought they were going to be devastating weapons. I'm not too... Oh, no! Something's happened there to Dreadnought!
Damn!
It was from the spinning blades of Warhog. Look at that! Shattering off the side of Dreadnought XP1. The fiberglass shell doesn't look too strong. This machine does, but what mobility? Yes, we know you can spin.
Yeah,
Warhog.
oh my god, it's like Beyblade.
Sui. Get back into the action, the hog. Spun away, look. Like a Madden spinning top. Away it goes.
Yeah, it's not gonna
crash
work.
like Dodgems in a fairground. Off Dreadnought. Dreadnought moves very, very slowly towards the Dark Destroyer 2. The eyes peering.
I don't
on the
see
back
any
the
of
Dark
these
Destroyer.
robots.
The Wagglers waggling. Warhog
I think,
spins, but actually
I think the
supposed to
Evertwo
spin
both
against the
might lose out in the
opponents.
second round, to
I
be
think he's
honest.
doing some sort of disco dance just for the
Oh, he's
benefit
free!
of, Killalot.
No, it's not.
Killalot's more of a sort of a
Yeah, no, yeah.
jungle
Yes,
beat dancer
no,
these
no.
days,
Yeah,
actually,
he's
the
done.
hog. A little bit old-fashioned with that one. And Killalot comes in, and Dead Metal's in there as well.
Yeah,
Dead
he's done.
Metal's plate we saw, the pincers too. Ref box stands on one side. Oh, barbecued pork. Can you smell the barbecued pork? I'll have a loin. Oh, yes. Warhog ready for the
Oh,
pork
man.
chop. I hope so. Into the pit. Yes, no. He's away from the burning, blazing pit. Now I can just see a little flicker, a little tongue of flame, perhaps. From the top of the Warhog, a
Yeah, he's done.
singe or two. Dead Metal with a blade. Oh,
Oh,
a slice
no.
or two. Carve him up. Oh, look, a spare rib can be seen inside Warhog.
This is so drawn out, just let him die.
Oh, and also in
Bro!
comes the Destroyer to push him away from the arena flipper. Now, I think the House Robots just wanted him to be flipped, but the Dark Destroyer wants more action. What's going to happen here? Shunt closes in.
Just let him die.
Warhog's out of it, immobilized. What's Killalot doing? He's taken on Dreadnought. Now that is bang out of order, Killalot. Dreadnought was okay, still in the fight. The House Robots should not have taken him on, and they de-shelled the Dreadnought. Well, I don't think Killalot should have done that. Certainly Warhog out of it. What's going to happen to Killalot?
Wow.
Send him off.
Well, Warhog promised so much, but then lost power. Dreadnought and Dark Destroyer too.
Dreadnought
Hey,
just
they
got
go through.
fucked.
Well, the last thing we saw was a collision with Dreadnought, and then what happened?
Well, we got flung quite a while away, about, I don't know, 15 foot, something like that, and I think maybe we caused
Holy
some electrical
shit.
damage in there. I mean, I designed the mechanical bits.
Bro,
there.
Killalot needs to be suspended for that shit. What the fuck?
With friends like that, who needs enemies? The Warhog go out. Dreadnought and Dark Destroyer through to the Heat semi-finals.
Dreadnought got screwed.
Dark Destroyer 2 will line up against Chronic the Wedgehog. Dreadnought, the seeded robot, left against Thermidor 2.
Pinball. It used to be a harmless bit of fun, but now it's deadly serious. It's our Pinball Warrior Tournament.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
let the trials begin!
The Pinball Warrior, great test of
Bigger,
driving,
brother.
skill and control. What a run by Spawn of Scudder, 245 points. Hypnodisc and 101. Not bad at all, you know.
From Brighton and seeded number 14, Bigger Brother.
Through to the semi-finals of Series 3, Ian Watson's son, Little Joe. They call this machine a nightmare in metal.
Wow.
2, 1.
the object then to score as many points as possible. 5 points for each of those barrels tumble. Great speed, up to 10 miles an hour for Bigger Brother, dancing around the arena floor and attacking that specific target there by Sergeant Bash. The multi-ball release, we briefly saw the sphere there to the right-hand side. There's the multi-ball release. Oh, go on, have another go. You've got to release it to pick up 10 points for the release, 5 points for each of those balls. Oh, one of them goes in the air. Now, they're bowling balls. That shows you the speed and power of these rubbers. Have you seen that bowling ball fly through the air there?
Get it.
75 points, number grabs here. Big Brother can hit
it's
that.
Fast, but it doesn't have much
control. Targeting him with dead metal blocks, and now Kill-A-Lot, who has the freedom of the arena floor, also closing in. Bigger Brother needs points here. Through the car door release. Yes, more points scored by Bigger Brother there. I don't think it's going to get a run up and over the bridge. It's going to attack that 50-point marker. Yes, in behind Matilda. This is a good run here by Bigger Brother.
Yeah,
more
have
barrels.
Much control, but it's really fast.
Bashed across the arena floor. And that's not bad at all by Bigger Brother. Crowd liked it. We should see some of that run again. Good start.
How many points they end up with?
Traditional tactic, hit the barrels. 5 points for each. Then look at this. In behind Bash straight away. 50 points. Multi-ball release, another 10. Great power on that surge.
Yeah, I'm concerned about
the car
controls,
door. Dodging Kill-A-Lot to get in behind Matilda. More points there. Good stuff.
Yeah, overall good run.
Another onslaught on the barrels. Bigger Brother moves second, 180 points behind Spawn and Scutter.
Yeah, Spawn and Scutter
Still
killed
the likes
it.
of Firestorm 2 and Gemini and Jotor to come, though. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have to go some.
That high score proving very hard to beat. More champ challenges soon. Well, let's get back to the wars.
And they're the one seed remaining in the heat. Dreadnought XP1 will meet Thermidor 2, but then Dark Destroyer
I don't know about Ivan.
against Chronic the Wedgehog, and this should be some battle. Chronic stands waiting. Kill-A-Lot peers on. Chronic the Wedgehog from Seaton in Devon. Dave and John Lang, Mike Gardner, and there's
I guess
the Dark
I'll take the
Destroyer
Wedgehog.
2 from Hampshire. Rob and Chris Dark, George Murrell.
3, 2, 1.
Chris Dark at the controls of Dark Destroyer 2 we saw there spinning around. Chronic the Wedgehog with its pneumatic flipper and pneumatic spike. Dark Destroyer 2 has the waggling blades at the back.
It's got to flip them.
It's a little bit haphazard, doesn't it? You just saw them. They look like mandibles of a giant insect.
Yeah, this is a terrible
Dark Destroyer
matchup.
2 nibbling then on the shoulder of Chronic the Wedgehog. A bit tentative. Perhaps
Flip him. There you go. There you go. He's done. He's done.
The Wedgehog and Dark Destroyer 2
He's done.
is over and possibly out. Chronic the Wedgehog, spot of the week is PTO. Please turn over.
That's all you had to do.
Okay, we've done it. So
Please
what are you
turn
gonna do
over.
now? Dark Destroyer 2. Rob Dark, Son Chris, George Murrell. Strongman, head of logistics. Heave-ho, Strongman. Get yourself up and going. Chronic the Wedgehog.
No, you don't keep
Get
it.
a bit of a
You don't
bash
want
in
him
the
to flip
shot.
back.
Look at the flames. Great arena, isn't it?
Oh.
Now, of course, you can get Shunt coming in with the blade on Dark Destroyer 2. The mandibles.
He's
flicker.
done.
But there's not a great deal of hope. Oh, and now the screech of the circular blade on the wheel of Dark Destroyer 2. Bits of cars and racing carts and golf caddies in there as well. Well, I think you're just about to hear the great cry of "Four!" from the opponents, because Dark Destroyer 2 doesn't know where it's going at the moment. Onto the arena flipper from Dead Metal there. To be flipped up and over any second. No! There goes Dark Destroyer 2. PTO, please turn us back over so we're okay. Immobilised too long. They've crashed out. And Kill-A-Lot, of course, can come in here with the great
Kill-A-Lot should be
crunching
suspended.
blade. Almost snapping off the very weaponry of Dark Destroyer 2. They're about to go. They lost in Series 3 to Gravedigger in the heat, and they're going to lose here today. Chronic the Wedgehog into the pit. Dark Destroyer 2 beaten.
Yeah, that was
disappointment for them.
That was a bad matchup.
The Dark Destroyer totally destroyed.
All the Wedgehog needed was a flip.
Chronic the Wedgehog go through. Come on, lads. Well, lads, eh? Mangled, mashed, mutilated.
It's the flipper. Can't do anything about it.
They kind of flipped you over, and then the house robot sort of did the rest, didn't they?
Yeah,
he looked after us, didn't they, properly?
You took some serious damage there.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to be able to rebuild that robot, or are you going to throw it away and start again?
Probably rebuild it.
You're going to rebuild it?
Probably.
So
Like the $6 million man.
Destroyer 3.
No, 3, yeah.
Is it going to be harder, though?
It will be, yeah.
All right,
it'll
lads.
be hard.
We'll see you next time. All right. Well, Chronic the Wet
That
Shark
voice
makes it across the road without being squashed.
Yeah. We did it. At
And
last.
you took no damage. You wouldn't even have to recharge your batteries after that. You just flipped them over, then retired and let the house robots do the rest.
What else do you need to do?
Is that your game plan? Is that the major function of the machine?
We tried to lift him back up on its feet.
What, like a pussycat playing with a mouse?
Yeah.
What's a pussycat?
Do you think you can go much further in the competition? It seems like a nice robot.
We'll try and keep going. Do our best.
Unfortunately,
Chronic the
whoever
Wet
comes
Shark.
out of this heat, I don't think is going to do much of anything. This is my final, to be honest. This is kind of a weak heat
Blame it on the waggler.
in terms of...
Let's not talk about self-righting
Blame it on
mechanisms
the
all the
robot.
time like that. Blame it on the driver.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. My home county, you know, Hampshire.
It is.
Good place.
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
I was supporting you.
Wait for him to get cut off.
But,
3, 2,
You
1.
didn't really come prepared, did you?
3, 2,
So
1.
It was our weakness, basically.
Exactly. They saw you coming.
That's what she said.
I thought we did rather well until we actually got caught by the flipper. We've seen the flipper before, and it's
1.
we didn't think that good, but
We pushed it around the arena.
Push it around a bit.
We pushed it from everywhere and had the sort of power, but couldn't finish it off.
And you got finished off
We did,
by
yeah.
the house robot.
That's what she said.
Show us a bit of carnage. What are you most pleased about? Or upset about, should I say? Ooh, juicy.
Chain's been broken off.
How's the Peugeot engine?
Motor.
that's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could put another wheel and chain on it, it would go again.
Well,
No
back to the
problem.
next wars then.
Not this one. No.
Next one.
Dark family, brilliant.
Okay,
The
no
boys
cut off.
from Beer in Devon, you have done incredibly well. One flip, and that was it.
Yeah, we did try and turn him back over, but to no avail, really. The house robots moved in, and we stood back.
But would you have gone in? If the house robots hadn't been there, would you have gone in for more slaughter?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You're not saving yourself secretly for the finals.
No.
Because remember, we weren't
No.
particularly impressed by the polycarbonate. We talked about it earlier.
That's sort of like improved now. It's sort of holding out quite well.
Bit of buckling around that side, but we
Oh,
won't
the
go
bend,
there.
yeah.
We won't go there. That's the bubble wrap side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we've done very well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Come a few hours distance to get here, and good luck. Let's see you in those in the finals.
That's what we can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Yes.
So the Dark Destroyer reckon they
Thought
had
we were getting
one
commercial
weakness.
break.
That's like saying General Custer made a slight error of judgment. Dreadnought XP1 against Thermidor 2. Next up.
I don't know.
Dreadnought, you're still working. You've got seconds to go. There's an audience screaming for you.
They
in
got
there. What are you
screwed,
doing,
bro.
boys?
Keeping it together, panicking.
Panic, panic, panic. Panicking will get you everywhere at this stage of the game. Oh, Lord. And if it's not you, it's Warhawk. So, get it together.
Working.
I'll leave you to it.
They got screwed. That's fucked up.
Roboteers, stand by.
Thermidor 2 looked pretty impressive against Gravedigger with David Harding, Ian Harvey and Eli Kirkpatrick. What damage has been caused to Dreadnought by Warhawk?
I guess I'll take the
And by
lobster.
Killalot,
But Dreadnought
I must
got
say.
fucked.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Let's have a close scrutiny early on then. Well, Dreadnought seems okay to me, but it's Thermidor 2 on the attack straight away with the lobster pincers. And that flipper! One attempt on Dreadnought, and another
No, that's
overturns
it.
Dreadnought!
That's over.
Like a beetle thrown on its back. Great power in this flipper. Looks quite unassuming, but it's one of the strongest weapons we've seen so far in this series. Look at that.
That's got it.
Dreadnought twisting up in the air, crashing down on its back. Whoosh, over it goes. Now, can Dreadnought right itself? I don't think so.
No.
And I think here we're seeing the end of Dreadnought.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Matilda certainly thinks so. The ref bot in there just have a close look, and Matilda slices through the fiberglass shell of Dreadnought. We've already seen that lifted off once and through there. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
Slicing
uncalled
through
for.
the tyre from the
Oh.
wheelchair. Oh, poor old Dreadnought. Ken Feltwell, Dave Bowles and young Faye know they're heading out.
That's
and
so
it's the
uncalled
Thermidor 2 team from Norwich going through, and it's a question here of damage limitation. But poor old Dreadnought. Will any of the
It's
wheels
possible
on the
this could have been the
top
result.
of the picture be left on there?
Even, you
And
know,
the power from Matilda.
if that shit hadn't happened, but they still got
Income. Well, all the house robots seem to want to have a go here. So what's Dreadnought done to them? What's he done to ruffle the feathers of dead metal? I wonder. Onto the arena flipper. We know what's going to happen here to Dreadnought. Oh! Like a cannonball fired across
He'll
the
watch
arena
me
floor
fucking
there.
suspended.
Do you see the house robots incoming? Because Dreadnought was immobilised for so long. So Shunt with the axe and the scoop, and there you have Killalot armed with the stomach-churning, rotating drill, the hydraulic cutting claw.
That's
Can
bullshit.
slice
Just
through
put him in the
armour
pit.
plating. There's little hope left for Dreadnought. Dave Bowles there, brother-in-law of Ken Feltwell, dad of young Faye, and all three of them great competitors. They're back again. They've never missed a Robot Wars.
Oh my god. Just put him in the fucking
Super
pit.
people to be with, still smiling, even though, look at this, their robot has been ripped to shreds. You've got Killalot, you've got dead metal in there as well. Oh, goodness me.
That's some weak
How
sauce.
much
Put him
worse
in
got
the
into
pit.
Dreadnought for naught.
You already fucked him over. Just put
It's
him
just
in.
been bent and buckled. And down in the pit, for mercy's
That was
sake.
weak.
And still smiling. Good old Dave. Splendid sports.
Well, Dreadnought wins nout. The victors are Thermidor. Well, do you think in the First World War any of those Dreadnought were ever sunk by a lobster?
Probably. We thought it was a close match, though. Thought we had a chance for about 10 seconds.
You took some serious damage.
We did a bit.
You've been having problems with the robot, though, haven't
Yeah,
you?
we got a bit damaged earlier.
Yeah.
It took a lot of work to get it ready.
Well, you lost your shell before. I thought lobsters were supposed to lose their shells. Well, you're going to come back.
Hopefully.
I think you're going to have to rebuild that robot, though, aren't you?
I think that's crabs.
Might have to.
Throw away and
Do
start
lobsters
again.
lose their shells too?
Cheers, guys. Good to see you. See you
No, I
next
don't
time.
think so.
Well. You're doing all right, aren't you?
Not doing too bad.
Yeah, they're doing good.
We had a few problems just before we came on as well, but the claws wouldn't work, but the flipper, thank God, did work.
The flipper just flipped
Yeah.
straight
fuck the
away.
claws,
It was
bro.
the end of it straight away.
That's right, we only just met, didn't we? And that was the end of it, really.
And yeah, you just hit him, he flipped them over, and the house robots came in for the kill.
Yeah, we just left him to it.
Well, you know, you're through to the next round, lads. Do you think you can go any further?
Well, we'll try.
Okay. Let's hear it for Thermidor!
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to take
I
them.
can smell that burnt robot.
Yes, it's well and truly toasted.
But you come every wars, don't you?
Yes, we've done
That's
4
what she
wars.
said.
Well, there's so far, exactly. So those wheelchair motors will live to see another wars.
I don't think these ones will, no. and especially not the wheels, so it's time to bury it, I think.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, poor old Dreadnought. They are good competitors, but they've gone out. Thermidor 2 winning the heat semi-final.
Winning.
To come head-to-head with Chronic the Wedgehog.
Yeah, I guess I'll
So
take the
far,
lobster.
really.
My heart hopes for the Wedgehog, though.
I just read that in Japan, a lot of sumo wrestlers are turning to modelling to make a living. But how many Wonder Bra adverts are there to go around?
Bruh.
I think we'll stick to Sumo Basho. Let the trials begin!
The trials of strength and
We got
endurance being won
Panic
so
Attack.
far by Exterminator. They lasted a whole minute in the Sumo Basho ring.
Bigger Brother's
Anyone
gonna
who
be in
wants to
this,
beat
too.
them has to push Shunt
I don't know if Bigger
out
Brother's
of the
gonna do
ring
well in this.
inside that minute time.
From Qumran and seed number 4, Panic Attack.
Good robot, good competitors. Kitten Davis, young Michael, and Christian
You know,
Bridge.
if that show was around, if this show's around nowadays and they
Attack,
tried to
low
use that
centre of
name, they'd
gravity,
probably
80.6
they'd probably get some
kilos,
shit
good weight
for
to
it.
take on Shunt.
Roboteers, stand by.
Good driver as well, Kim Davis.
I think it's a cool name,
3,
but they'd probably get some
2,
shit for it.
1. Activate.
Maintenance manager.
Oh,
by
all right,
trade
go right at him.
takes on Shunt.
No, you're done.
Brinkmanship from Panic Attack. Right on the edge. Getting away from Shunt.
Hey!
It's a survival tactic. Dodge Shunt.
Hey!
Stay away from him. You don't want to get close up to that bulldozer scoop.
Hey!
And this isn't bad so far by Panic
Hey!
Attack.
Oh! He went out first!
Panic Attack through Shunt on. I think
He
Shunt
went out
first. which means Panic Attack could be the new leaders. If Shunt hit the ground first, let's have a look.
He went out
Panic
first.
Attack certainly went out, but the question is, did Shunt hit the ground first?
Yes.
They did. They did.
Yep.
Panic Attack will be the new leaders.
Let's
They've done
go.
it. They drew Shunt on. More by luck than judgment, I would suggest.
That's a cool
but
robot.
There you have it. Shunt hit the ground first, and Panic Attack will be the new leaders, even though they're a little bit fluky.
Wow.
From Hemel Hempstead and number 6 seed, Behemoth.
Damn.
They know what they've got to do now. Anthony and Michael Pritchard, Kane Aston.
They're gonna get fucked up. Shut the punch in the air, bro.
Studies. Behemoth with its 80.4 kilos, its pneumatic scoop, has to go on the attack.
Roboteers, stand by.
Sit
3,
back now.
2, 1.
Has to thrust forward. Has to go at Shunt and try and leave a Shunt off.
Oh, he's doing the same thing as the other thing. He's just gonna hold him.
Digging in.
He's just, yeah, they're just gonna hold him.
I suppose a moral victory would be to last the minute anyway.
Yeah.
For Panic Attack.
That's how that other robot did it. Just hold him.
Well, it's not hugely entertaining, is it? Look at this. Bang,
it works.
Scoop to scoop, and then well, not a lot of movement.
Yeah, just hold him.
No, not a lot of movement.
Yeah, we got it. That strategy's worked twice.
Movement. Yes, we had a flicker, a spasm. Brilliant, though. They've lasted the minute. That's all that matters for them.
Wow.
That's what Sumo's all about.
2 wins
of
in
lard
Sumo
and not
Basher.
enough movement. And their confirmation of our
Ex-Terminator
Lardy boys in
episode.
joint second, Behemoth. They lasted the minute. But look at Panic Attack, the only robot to shove Shunt out of the arena in 21.15 seconds. There are leaders. 2 robots still to go.
Wow.
Find out who'll be our sumo champion next time. Right now, it's back to the wars.
And the heat final, Craig. Chronic the Wedgehog
Well, I guess if
against
Thermidor loses,
Thermidor
still got
2.
that.
2 surprise finalists.
My heart
in this
says
heat.
the Wedgehog,
It's
but I'm gonna go with
some
the
old
Lobster.
tussle out there now. And this is how they got to the heat final. Thermidor 2 with Chronic the Wedgehog, defeating Gravedigger, surprisingly so. The seeded Gravedigger went out. Then the Thermidor beat Dreadnought. Dreadnought disappointing. And into the pit.
No, Dreadnought got fucked.
While
bro.
Chronic
That was some weak sauce.
sent the Dark Destroyer into the darkness of Robot Wars night.
Thermidor. Hello.
Lobster.
Your flipper made mincemeat of Dreadnought then, didn't it?
It did. It's been intermittent though. We've lost the claws. The claws just stay open. And
The claws never did anything really anyway, did
well, that's
they?
what we thought. But
The claw.
the flipper may not do anything either. So, but we'll give it a go.
Ugh.
So you've lost your claws, you've lost your flipper. They've got a flipper.
The flippers possibly. Yeah, we don't know.
How are the mini metro
Oh, well.
wheels holding up? Oh, we're going onto the stage.
Well, we need to get on stage if they can.
Okay, no time to chat.
Give us an ETA, preferably in seconds.
Oh, we're ready. We're ready.
Already, a minute.
Look at this. No time at all to think on Robot Wars.
If the flipper doesn't work, they're
going
fucked.
in. Do you know what you're doing there, young man? Yeah, of course he does.
He's like, get away from me, woman. I'm trying to screw.
Roboteers, stand by.
Oh, well, this changes
Chronic
things.
the Wedgehog, the better prepared of the 2 heat finalists.
If the
Dave
flipper
and
doesn't
John
work, they
Lang,
literally
Mike
can't do
Gardner.
anything.
Thermidor 2, David Harding, Ian Harvey, young Eli Kirkpatrick. Of course he knew what he was doing, Jules. It's a screwdriver with a screw into a bit of metal. Not brain surgery, Jules. Thermidor 2 has beaten 2 seeds so far. Women in the pits. Thermidor 2 against Chronic the Wedgehog. She'll kill me for that. Chronic the Wedgehog.
Oh, it worked.
Flipper, and the flipper of Thermidor 2 is working. Now
Nice.
that was a concern for them. We know that one of the pincers
Oh,
was
flipper fight.
earlier on. Well, they may not be at their most effective, but they are working. There's the flipper of Chronic the Wedgehog.
Oh, wow.
And the flipper's locked there, look. Well, that's interesting. Locked tight together. And Thermidor 2's flipper up between the flanks of the Wedgehog's flipper.
Uh-oh.
Getting underneath Thermidor 2.
Uh-oh.
It's certainly the more aggressive here, I think, the Wedgehog on the attack. Getting in, away from Thermidor 2. Now to come on another drive. Look, in between the pieces. And
can't get under him.
More power belongs to Chronic the Wedgehog. That's evident there. Both flippers came into use.
Wow, the Wedgehog's going to do this.
Thermidor 2. The lobster was sent scurrying back.
Oh, wait. Oh, his flipper's gone.
His flipper. Well, I spoke too soon.
His flipper's gone.
Look at this. Buckled and torn from the front of the Wedgehog.
Oh my god. That's got to be a win for Thermidor then. He ripped his flipper off.
Half side on to Thermidor 2, and that's why the front flipper was bent and torn straight off. So all they can do now, I think, is buffet the Thermidor towards a pit, towards an arena spike, towards one of the house robots, towards the CPZ. They're trying to do that, actually. This is good driving by the Wedgehog boys, trying to force Thermidor 2 back. The driver of the team is Dave Lang, but time is running out. They've sustained more damage. May well go to the judges. They'll mark on damage, star control, and aggression. It's a terrific heat final. If it goes to the judges, what's happening to the Wedgehog? Thermidor's okay. The Wedgehog was spinning but not moving. I think they were immobilized. I think they lost control. They did. In come the house robots. Could just see that they started to spin around. Couldn't get any forward momentum. Moving sideways now because Dead Metal has
Damn, they had it too.
Oh dear. And we need now a spiky display by the Wedgehog, and I don't think we're going to get it. I think the Wedgehog is heading for hibernation in the pit of the Robot Wars arena floor, because Killalot has a grab. Oh, Matilda comes in. Matilda and the Hog together. Doesn't make pleasant thinking, but anyway, a Killalot, the top of your picture, there's Shunt again, and Dead Metal! And the Wedgehog! Come on, the
push it in! End his suffering! There we go!
99.
Banner day for the house robots.
Well, Chronic the Wedgehog are just roadkill. Thermidor are through to the series semi-finals.
Literally limping into the semi-finals.
You got past the Dark Destroyer, but you couldn't beat a lobster.
No, well, that's life, isn't it, really? We ended up going in ever decreasing circles and disappeared completely.
You lost it. Your little flipper paddle thing got sort of bit in half as well, didn't it?
I got completely mashed.
What was your tactic? I mean, do you think you had a chance? Because you look like two fairly evenly matched robots there.
Yeah, we heard at the start they might have lost their flipper, but that was a bit of a porky, I think.
You see, disinformation, we call it.
Red herring, not a lobster.
Will you come back and visit us again?
Definitely. Definitely.
Nice to see you, lads. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thermidor. You might be a crustacean, but you're not a crust robot.
No, much to our surprise.
You're through to the series semi-finals.
Yeah, we're well pleased.
Did you think you'd get this far?
No, not really.
Because I was saying, you were two evenly matched robots there.
There's been so many good robots this year that, looking around, we really thought our chances were slim, but...
They still are.
Like, some of the robots break down, you never know. I mean, a lot of the robots have gone out.
Yeah, well, ours has got problems. We're going to have to repair it now. I mean, the flipper was half the time working on its own, and half the time it didn't do anything, so...
So you think you can ssort of repair it all for the series semi-finals?
Well, we hope we can. We hope we can.
You're going to have to.
We're looking forward to seeing you there. Let's hear it for Thermidor!
Thank you.
Well... beware competitors who've got glass jaws. We don't throw our punches on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oof, that was a pretty weak heat, yeah? To be honest, that was probably the weakest heat so far. I mean, nobody in that heat was... The best part of the episode was the Sumo Basho. I mean, nobody in that heat was really a viable contender, to be honest. Thermidor got through, but, I mean, at what cost, you know? They're probably just going to get fucked up by whoever they face immediately in the semifinal. Dreadnought got fucked, too. I mean, yeah, that was some bullshit. And then they just took like 2 minutes just like beating him up. It's like, you guys are the ones that screwed him over in the first place. Like, yeah, I wasn't down with that. That was fucked up. But, yeah, that was probably the weakest heat so far. Hopefully, when we resume in January, it'll be a good heat afterwards. But that is going to do it for my 7th reaction to Robot Wars, the 4 Wars. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, don't. If If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitter, I stream every single day, my second channel for interesting reviews. My Twitter, if you want to follow me, my Patreon, if you want to support me on my daily motion. All those things are in the description down below. Thank you to us. I'm currently recording all 93 of my Patreons, so you can support me and my channel. For those of you who don't know, you can be Patreon me for as low as $1 or £1, and you get access to the reaction videos, also read your comments up to date early, and you get your name in the description as well. Also in the description is a link to the community Reddit, as well as the daily schedule, as well as the Twitch VODs channel. With all that being said, though, my name is Taffrey16. It's my 7th reaction to Robot Wars, the 4th Wars, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.